having some Yuletide doubts. Maybe you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas.
Maybe you can reunite with the Who's and be a part of Christmas. Grow up!
Hey, my little Whovillians. This is my beautiful sister Ashley. She will be starring as Cindy Lou Who in this tutorial. If you guys saw my Grinch, I will be doing that tutorial next. And we're going to start out by doing her hair here. We're going to section the hair into 3 parts. You want to make 2 braids on the sides and then a large chunk of the hair on the top. So what I did is just went from above her temples and then sectioned that hair off and then braided the 2 sides. Make sure you leave a little bit of hair on the back so that you can wrap some around the bottom of the tall thing we're going to be placing on her head. I'll explain more when you see it. Now once that's all done and you have your braids, make sure that you backcomb the top of it. This is just to give it some volume and some structure when you put this in, which is a sock that I made a sock bun out of. And then I just put a Coke can inside, or whatever kind of can you want. You can use whatever. And then tied it off at the top with a ponytail, and this will hold it. Then I combed it out so that you didn't see the sock at all, and put a little piece of hair on the top around the ponytail. Now I'm going to backcomb the top of the ponytail and then section it off and curl it around so that it has that cute little curl that Cindy Lou Who does. And then I believe I did this on the bottom of the braids as well. I curled the bottoms of the braids too. And then you're going to place a ponytail right on the bottom of that can there so that it gives it some place to hold these braids, and also it kind of looks cinched at that part on her hair. And then I'm going to place a big red bow from Michael's, and I'm just tying this around the top where we just did that and then pinning areas so that you could see the bow better and making it look cuter. And then you're going to take that hair that I told you to leave out at the back and put that around the ponytail and then put her braid into that. Now I'm going to conceal her under eye and her nose, anywhere that has imperfections. Cindy Lou Who had perfect skin because she was little and she's a kid, and obviously kids have amazing skin, so just do that. And now I'm placing a primer on the eye. This will just hold the eyeshadow better and make sure everything is even, and it'll make sure that the color is pigmented. Now I'm going to put on a layer of foundation on her face. Here I'm just using a color by MAC. It's the Face and Body foundation. It's really, really sheer. You want the skin to look quite perfect and flawless just because, again, she was a kid. Now set that with a mineralized powder by MAC so that there's no shine and so that it stays on. Now we're going to take this pigment by MAC, it's called Naked, and we're going to place it all over her eyelid. Then you're going to take Saddle, also by MAC, and just place this in the crease. You just want some dimension. I'm really not doing much with her eyes other than this. And now I'm going to take Dip Down by MAC. This is just a brown color, and I'm going to fill in her brows, but I'm going to make it very, very natural looking, just a little bit fuller like she has it in the movie. And then I'm going to take the spoolie and brush that out so it looks natural. And then we're going to take Smolder by MAC, which is a black eyeliner. This is just so that I have a base for when I put on some of the eyelashes. I just put this right so barely on the eyelash line and right underneath. It just gives it a hint of black. You can tell the difference between the two. Do that on both eyes. Also, to make this look very natural, I'm adding some pigment onto that pencil brush that I have, and then I'm just smudging the black eyeliner with the same pigment so that it just gives it the faintest fade. Now I'm going to use some They're Real by Benefit and coat my lashes. I let Ash do this because she has a fear of people touching her eyelashes. She thinks that I'm going to poke her. But make sure you coat both the top and the bottom, and then I'm just going to go over them again because what I'm going to do is try to make them look a little bit clumpy, because if you notice in the movie her eyelashes are very pointy, like spider-like. So I'm going to do that on the top and the bottom. This is probably the one time when you want your lashes to look somewhat spidery like that. Then we're going to take some bright pink from this blush palette, and we're going to place this on the apples of her cheeks and then her nose to make her look like she's been out in the cold a little bit and get that Cindy Lou Who pinky cheek look. I'm going to take these lashes that I have here. I got these off of eBay. I got them for like 200 for 20 bucks or something crazy like that. I'm going to cut them up into little pieces. Now you can use individual lashes for this, but I wanted them to be a little bit thicker than individual lashes. So what I did was just cut these into, it almost looks like I put in 2 individual lashes together, like it's kind of a thicker look so that it's more noticeable. And then I'm just placing these totally sporadic on her eye. It does not need to be perfect because Cindy Lou Who's eyelashes were like very spider-like and very like pointy. So do this on both eyes and make sure that the glue is tacky before doing this, because let me tell ya, it is hard if it isn't. If it's wet, you will have an impossible time to put these lashes on. So make sure you let it dry for like about 30 seconds and then place them on, because it'll stick right away. Now I'm going to use this Benefit red tint that I have just to put on her lips so that her lips just look like they're that little pink and red tone that Cindy Lou Who has. It's very natural. It looks like a natural red tint to it. And that's it. You're done. So thanks for watching. If you want to follow me and Ashley on Instagram, you can see more makeup looks at Denean Dale and at Basher Girl. And if you want to see my Grinch tutorial, it will be up next. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.